Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Total War Gondor campaign. Yeah, we are not really coming to you in the same place as we left you, because, well, there's no fine way to put this, but my recording software glitched. I'm beginning to get really tired of this old computer that I'm running this version of the game on, and I look forward to ending this campaign in that regard, because it is proving ever more unreliable as time goes on. But basically, last time around, we snapped up a couple of settlements here in Ravanian. We have taken also Ginyard in an auto-resolve from Rohan. We have been completely squashed by the Elves in another little auto-resolve here at Angren, and I mean, it doesn't look like that campaign is going to go well. But hey, this is why we are also now in possession of a new diplomat here at Angrenost, whose mission it shall be to go and hopefully talk some sense into these buggers.
If only I could. Approaching their dignitary.
We'll see. Time will tell if he succeeds. You guys go to Angrenost and retrain. What else can we do over here in the west? Well, we can brace Londangren for impact. So essentially, let's upgrade city walls. I think that's the most useful thing we can get, and then an armory after that. Almost 3,000 devastation. That is an incredible amount of devastation. Who knew this area was so profitable? That was just the breadbasket of the entire region, apparently. But yeah. Cameron, you are valuable in your own right, so you're gonna move through the hostile lands over here. And hopefully you can kind of skeet by over here into Derwood's territory. That's gonna have to do. And then we can send other troops in here. We can do some merging, and boom. Then we have a pretty sizable force in Londangren. That will hopefully deter at least some of those elven buggers while we are building up our defenses. But yeah, they're not going to hold forever or even at all, really. I want to send... Let's just send all these troops over into this fort. If nothing else, they will just stand there and annoy the elves, which I think in and of itself is a noble task at this point. Those can go to Thranduil, and then over here stands Denethor, who very recently was brutalized by Rohan. Speaking of Rohan, though, we also defeated their besieging army here at Edoras. So it's not all doom and gloom, right? A little bit back and forth. Endwade has of course been taken, and we shall set our sights on Onodrith as well eventually, which acts as the de facto capital at the moment. Ebragol is heading up to deal with, well, even more Dalians. We besiege them at almost every place you can think of. And of course, if we turn our attention over here, at the very last tail end of the episode, Doralath had to fight off Captain Odovacha, or, well, a friend of his at least. And now, I am essentially tired of waiting. I kind of want to just move him away. He's going to move north, because Milon is going to go in here and clean house in Buralj, and if this little army here with quality troops wants to come our way, then fair enough, they will just do that. But focus shall be on getting Boromir to Erebor, because Dale was taken last time. We did that with Brandir, the conqueror of Esgaroth, and Dale now as well. So, that is all right. Now, all we need to do is beat back Gula the Fearless and take over in Erebor. Hopefully, Boromir will be able to take that task to heart. But we'll see what happens. Also, we're sending diplomats down south to perhaps purchase some land from the Variacs of Khand. But we'll see. We'll see. It's not a big deal if we don't, but it would be nice to kind of see the map west of Gondor, west of Mordor, I mean, here in Harandor, in Gondorian hands. I think that would be appropriate, if nothing else. Then we have Dinelon moving toward the lovely, the one, the only Barad-dûr for retraining. And you know what? Let's send other troops there as well.
Yes. March to be captain of Gondor.
And we have Minas Ithil Guardians sitting over here with good upgrades, and these will come eventually, those Wardens of the White Tower. Yeah, this whole arms factory we've got going on here is quite formidable at this point. Yes, we can retrain Anfilas Pikemen and Minas Tirith. This is good. The Skadiath veterans can then go... Yeah, you know, they can join the Captain Curanir in his trek to Boromir. The Morannon is training so many troops that they have a hard time keeping up, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Let's make sure that we retrain Anardil with good quality stuff. And I think at this point it is safe to say we should just end the turn and get on with it. Ah! We've pushed back the dwarves over in the east. Goodness gracious, so many troop movements. So many troops, so many movements. This is what Empire management is like. But it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I believe in the things we do. Ah, and now Bregion comes under attack. From both Ordovaka and Ori. I think he'll be the hardest one to deal with because, you know, Dwarven heavy infantry, Dwarven siege. That's always a little bit And then... Okay, another captain that has kind of been excluded from the fight. Okay. We'll need to deal with these thousands of enemies. Let's see if our cavalry can somehow pin down their siege. If we can get that going, then I will be very happy. These Dalians are not really a problem. I think we'll be fine with that. So, let's save the game and we'll meet them on the battlefield to see if we can somehow keep our lovely, beloved city. Alright, and as we then stand here, let's make the best of our troop movements. It is indeed the case that we have the biggest job to do here at the back end of it all. But the thing is, if our cavalry can somehow do a sufficient job in dealing with their siege, somehow, then we won't really need a lot over here. Because they won't be able to get in here. They'll need to come the long way around, where the Dalians are going to try and punch a hole in our wall. So, we're going to do a couple of things. Actually, we're going to put our trebuchets over here, where they can maximize their damage, hopefully. By targeting the most problematic enemies, shall we say. So that's 2 trebuchet crews placed. You know what, let's try to see if we can fit this one in over here. That would be amazing. Yes, we can. Good. And then this one's over here, and then this one's over there. Good. So these 2 over there. These trebuchets are here on the side, and they will all try to hit the siege primarily, because those are the ones we care about. The farmhand pikemen will just stay over here in this corner of the map and delay the inevitable somehow. Do they have cavalry themselves? I actually didn't see. Yeah, they do have... No, it's all infantry. All infantry. Good. Good. Okay. Now to the Dalian side of things. They have some cavalry. They're not going to be the greatest enemies we have ever faced, so... So let's just put our elite infantry down here. Who's coming up on the walls? Sword masters. Right. You know what? Let's just keep the Lasonic Axemen up here. That's gonna be fine. They could be their little team. Then of course we have our Skiliath veterans, who shall live for the prospect of activating towers. Here we have some Skiliath veterans. We have Bregian himself. I'm fine with this position, although I would like to focus the Skiliath veterans in the direction of the enemy. And then we have a few auxiliary units of axes. Let's put them into the center, from where they can pretty quickly reach wherever they would need to go. And, you know what? We're getting our general in there too. So we have an auxiliary force here in the center that can push against the dwarves if this whole plan of disrupting their siege doesn't work. Okay. We have an objective. Let's see to it that it is realized. Let's see it realized, I suppose. Okay. Trebuchet. There's a catapult. Shoot. There's a ballista. Shoot. And hello. There is a catapult crew. Shoot it. Yes, that's one catapult down. That's always good. It's nice to see. Ah, yes, of course. They have some troops to send onto the walls. So let's redeploy a little bit. We'll take some heavy infantry over here, send them there. Onto the wall where they're climbing up. And then we have some lovely, lovely axemen to come down to support. How's it going over here? It's actually going pretty well. We have one catapult crew demolished. This is good. This is good. This is good. I like it. But let's now focus on that ballista crew over there. And then we have our cavalry.
The enemy have ladders at the walls. Repel the attack.
Ooh, they've come in range of our towers. That's cool. It's absolutely fine with me. Let's aim for shooting their ballista crews,
We must repel them.
since they are the most stationary ones. I think I want my Gondor cavalry to do a surgical strike against those catapults. That would be amazing if we could pull that off. But everyone's welcome to try. How are we doing over here? Ah, yes, our infantry just made it. That's really good. Let's give them their own team. And form these guys up into team 3.
The enemy are battering down the gates.
Ooh, that's wall. Okay. It could seem like we won't be able to. Ah, yeah, they took down the wall.
They must get no further.
Okay. Well, now we know where Team 6 is going to go. Seal Team 6, you're up. Boyos.
Siege tower is naught but kindling now.
Whew,
Beware, lest
it's
they
just
throw
raining
some
fire over here. The stiff-billed archers, dawn laborers. Yeah, you can force your way through those. Okay. Well, now it's a different game. Now it's actually mostly about delaying them rather than stopping them from entering.
breach the gate.
The dwarves, I mean. Gondor cavalry, engage the archers and do not let up. We have taken a lot of the dwarves though. I'm really happy about that. And how are so which units are most valuable? Let's look a little bit at actually let's take that side and have them fire at those halberdiers, and then they have some iron hill mattocks, catapult, stiff-billed archers, laborers, king's shields. Ooh, it's a toughie. It's a toughie. I think we're gonna go for the infantry over there,
The enemy have the walls. Look to our defense or all
and hopefully
will be
the
lost.
crossfire will be useful. But they don't seem too enthused about the prospect of going in, which is interesting.
Our men have slain the enemy general. Without him,
Ah, Dale's general has met his end at the hands of our halberdiers, which is wonderful to see. You shall not be on defensive mode, and neither are you, so that's good. Darlian swordsman defeated. And here we have some extra axes that we can pull into harm's way. Okay, nice. Well, at this point, our veterans are not really most useful here. So let's pull those into the square.
They have lost half their men.
Half. Okay, so it's mostly those who have died, actually. Wardens. Yeah, where do you go? My goodness, you have actually massacred them quite completely. What a sound thrashing they have received. Okay. Oof. Oh no, no, no. Halberdiers against you. No, it's not going to be a nice one. No, it's airborne infantry. Okay. Oh, the halberdiers are just standing there. Let's continue aiming at the ballista crew. It seems to be what their best... It seems to be giving the best results overall. $11 attack and 9 charge, and it goes straight into help. Okay. It's not a good idea, but you know, we did it. With predictable results. We took out 1 dwarf. Amazing work, guys. Amazing work. Go for Durin's Guard. And Dale runs. This is good. That means we can refocus our forces where they will matter more. Okay. Archers, go into the central square. Team 3, start marching toward the dwarvish lines. And you axes are going into the square as well. Army is still relatively fresh, which is good. Did you even put a dent in that guy? No. Not visibly anyway. You took down a banner carrier. What amazing feat. Okay. Ah, yes. Here come the carcasses. So where do they have their siege? We have some over here. Yeah, they have the ballista crews left. The catapults are gone. I mean, that's good. It's good that the catapults are gone because they're the most destructive ones, especially to troops. They seem intent on just breaking down as many sections of the same bit of wall as possible. Which is a bit stupid. But more power to them, I guess. Because their misfortune is our good luck.
The enemy are through the walls. Fight on. They must get no further.
Let's give him another charge, right where it hurts a bit. Just a bit. How are things going over here? A Thala Rangers sitting there. Apparently so struck they are with terror that they can't even muster the courage to run away. Okay. Ithil Guardians, you can go. And now the Dwarven Assault begins. Ow! Okay, I take that back about not being too destructive against people. Hmm. We'll actually need someone on the other side over here. Oh my goodness, that is a long way. Okay, the Sonic Axeman, gotta run. That's just what you gotta do. Ooh, but our forces are actually fighting really well. So let's just move our troops over to our trebuchet so they can guard that side of things. Fountain Guard, you can go in there. And Halberdiers, you shall be especially welcome over here. Oh, a trebuchet on fire. Huh. Bregio. Yeah, you've gotten the comparatively easy fight over here. So this is indeed where the Sonic Axeman will be needed. Trebuchet, just run away. Or Trebuchet crew, at least. Leave your war machines behind, though. I think we will win this. But... oh. Those ballista are actually making us pay for it with some venom. Okay. We are going to charge into the back of them once again. Ugh. They're hitting us right in our polearm units. Ow. And the general's bodyguard too. Which makes it a pretty precarious situation for us. So please, dear Penithgalen cavalry, hurry, hurry, hurry. There are ballistae that need to die. How about over here? Well, we can put our troops there so that the archers can do something. Okay. Cavalry, thank you for your service. You will be back, you will be back. For now, we need to do something about those. Ballistae over there. Who are impotently firing into the wall. This is of course wonderful. But still. The only ballista crew I want to see today is a dying one. Little Guardians, how are you doing? You're just relaxing over here in the countryside, but let's get you back inside the town. And the Wardens. Move to the gate, where it all happens. Let's give the Ballista crew one more charge before the Erebor infantry gets here. Or maybe more aptly as the Erebor infantry gets here. They have made us pay for this victory, but a victory nonetheless is what we will receive. I have no doubt. Nicely done. I think the cavalry has now rendered their ballista crews inoperable. Oh no, 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 no. The 7 over there have actually gotten hold of a machine or two. Oh, there are 7 in each of their crews. Well, so much for 7 dwarves. Now there are not 7 anymore. There's like 4 and 6. Oh, but we lost a rider in the process. I consider that fine.
Battle seems to be swinging in our favor. From such tidings does victory emerge.
And Erebor's infantry, their mighty fabled infantry, seems to just not really mind the fact that their colleagues are being cut down. This is of course a little crazy to me, but I will accept it. I will accept. I will accept. Durin's guard still holds, though. There'll be no routing them while the general is alive. But, ooh, if I'm seeing this correctly, then our halberdier. We have halberdiers coming closer to them as we speak. Ah, okay. Kind of pushed away again. What do we have here? Oh. Okay. Guards of Osgiliath go into melee with the Erebor infantry. You should win that handily. Fountain Guard. May I direct you toward the real enemies of the show. Durin's Guard. 2 of them left. Let's give these halberdiers a rear charge. Oh, yeah. Brego, get yourself in there. Don't be caught by halberdiers. Ori has died. This is great news. And now a little charge might be all that's needed to... Okay, they don't charge properly. They get countered completely. Yeah. Tired cavalry is tired. But you can catch some halberdiers, though, as they're running away. But the remaining ones over there... Yeah. Whew! What a bloody battle this has been. Fountain Guard and the Guards of Osgiliath. Guards of the most important symbols of our prosperity, we must call upon you in an hour of need. Take out the Erebor infantry. Let's charge the catapult, and yes! They break. Let's speed it up. We have killed enough of the enemy to make it easy on the processor. The airborne infantry is going to have itself a whale time with halberdiers and pikes doing what they do best.
Continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Will you look at that? I mean, it's quite a choir they've got going though. We gotta hand it to them. Oh goodness. Coming back, coming back, coming back. Just a brief excursion. But that should be the last of them. Come on. Flee or fall already. There we are, there we are, there we are. Come on, come on, go down, go down, go down. Excellent. Okay. What else still stands? Ah. Bastard crew. Oh, and he comes in like a bolt from the blue and hits a baluster.
Pursue and run them down. Our foe is utterly vanquished.
Whee!
All who remember this day, remember it as the day of our most glorious victory.
Pineth Gelling Cavalry healing quite a few troops on this occasion. Farmhand Pikemen also, Lasanic Axemen. Gods of Skiliath, almost 300 casualties they caused. Despite their depleted nature. And the mere 22 Minnesota Guardians managed to kill 80 of them, which is really good as well. It's a testament to the quality of their martial prowess. The ancient east-west road ran through the Shire to its end at the Grey Havens, and dwarves had always used it on their way to their mines in the Blue Mountains. And so we come to the moment when we execute Dalians and dwarves alike. Oh, Dale comes for the city of the same name. And why wouldn't they? They must come with a lot of troops and a lot of balls.
Cowards!
And then come the elves at Lundangren. And more elves come at Esgaroth. Of course they do.
The enemy lays siege to our people.
And they reveal themselves to have thousands of their kin hiding throughout the edges of Mirkwood. The AI will just never let you go. It's as if the AI is programmed to try and make the game a challenge. And that then causes them to just dislike anyone who grows powerful. As long as they're the player.
Maintain order. Marchmen, let us set up camp here. Awaiting your command.
And here we take a look at what troops are ready for battle. These ones.
My lord, by your command, merging armies, my lord. your weapons. March, men.
And our deal
Let us set up orders.
shall move gloriously.
Yes. We can go no further today, my lord.
I don't think we can train the Rothian squires and ministers, but we can train the Penthgan cavalry.
Your will, my lord.
But you can go to Tarnost in a few turns.
Yes.
Oh, shall we take a look at some buildings, folks? I think we shall. So, Duartang. No need for building anything. Karasast. Just doing a thing. Let's do Royal Armory. Nah. Theland. Turning into a bit of a trade city. Which is good to see. Condiment upgrades. What do we have for culture? Well, we have enough to invest in the higher tiers of recruitment. So that is what we will do. So that this place can get to serve the military purpose. Which is so direly needed in this region. And Mahath. Siege works, army barracks, and then all the rest. Lest. Yeah, let's just keep building here, that's fine. You know, I agree with the queue. Filter. It's fine, Derweth. Gets a higher armorer, some great roads, siege works, fiefdom way station. I think that's a nice order of things. Then Barathard, warehouse, public. Oh no, dockyard. Dockyards are good. And let's send some seaward spearmen to Tarnost.
We'll make camp here. March to exhaustion.
And then one more. Dantalad gets to university. Which means we shall now focus on economy. And growth. Now, keeping it to the south where we were just a little moment ago, I am going to take control of Beratar and his army, because he needs to move
Onward.
toward the Elves.
Let us set up camp here. Let us set up camp here.
Elrahir the Mighty seems to be coming for Gund. That is an interesting prospect. Let's get some troops there. Because you will probably be able to take it, but regardless of what happens, we will be able to give them quite a fight. Because Phaelon, conqueror of Isengard, sits in Derweth, and, well, we are beginning to hold pretty powerful sway over this region. Can he leave, though? He can. Can he leave with a lot of troops, though? He can. And he does. That's the most important thing. He does. Let's get siege works in Derweth first. So we can get these trebuchets up and running. Angrenost, Foldberg. These are the troops, these are the places. So, Minas Tirith. We have retrained some troops. Penthgan cavalry. Yeah, these guys need some retraining for equipment. but none of the others do, so Pinethgaren, you just go straight to Boromir. It'll take you a couple of turns, it's good. Over here, we can retrain some veterans. And then we have some battle-ready troops here as well. See what spearmen need to go to Tarnast.
March to exhaustion, continuing later. We'll make camp here. Maintain order. Marchmen.
Everybody continues toward their respective targets. Maybe the cavalry could just go to the Morannon. I think we're getting to the point where they are once again coming over water in terms of recruitment. Some Citadel Guard are always nice to have. Minas Ithil Guardians, you can go into Henethanoon. Faramir needs to go to Dol Guldur. Araben goes for Brown Boat. Milon goes for Buralj. And then Boromir the Unstoppable will have to somehow get past Captain Parthenoon. We have strong cavalry in this army, which will serve us well against multitudes of archers. Oh no, we've been ambushed. But their surprise attempt failed. So what do they have? A pretty typical elven army. Good troops, even some great ones. But overall, it will only be a minor problem. We can cause these buggers to rout, especially given the chance to form up. So we shall end this episode by getting Captain General Boromir the Unstoppable to cut off some heads.
Let them have it, man.
Some elven heads. Oh goodness.
Await my orders.
Let's put ourselves in a strategically enviable position. We are facing some of the finest warriors in all of Middle-earth. We should at least pay them the due respect of choosing our ground with care. Gondor cavalry on the left. Eorthon's guard, I shall call it, on the right. The Seaward Lancers. Spectacular. Then we have some archers that we can place in front of our siege equipment. And you know what? We should absolutely put them in wide formation for this battle, because we are facing the Elves after all. Then we have our infantry. Our glorious, glorious infantry. Let's see what we can do. Okay, we're out of range of the artillery, so what I shall do is move them up here. We shall move the archers. Where shall we put them? We shall put them over here. They shall run. And then our infantry shall form a nice wide line. Gondor cavalry form up on their flank. And the Orthon's guard shall in turn proceed through the woodland. Okay. They're coming closer. Woodland scouts in the front. Interesting choice. I think we're at a point where we absolutely should start throwing some flaming rocks at some elven heads. Archers, deal with the horse archers, please. Perth getting cavalry. You have some siege to destroy. There are more horse archers over there. They don't threaten me as much. It's fine. World's one guard. Ballista. Kill. Catapult. Kill. Ooh. Okay, they strike back. They strike back. Eorthon, pull out. The Elven King's Axe Guard is not to be trifled with. But we did take a few of them down, actually, which is good. That's good. That's nice. That's good to see. Perth getting cavalry. You will need to run over here.
Victory will be ours.
Redeploy. Okay, seeing this, we're going to fire at the blob. Go at the ballista. Over there. Okay, see what Lancers are you doing? You're being chased down by Mighty Thor. Yes, 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 don't get caught, don't get caught. Woodland Warriors? Nah. I don't want you. I'm just not that into you. Spearman? No. Mighty Thor? Maybe. Axe Guard. Don't really want to charge into the Axe Guard of all bloody units. Gay Guard, especially not. But, you know, okay, I can deal with charging Lancers into the Axe Guard, I think. I think that's a fine trade. Mighty Thor, if charged by both of those, I think it's good. Let's go over to the other cavalry section, and of course there are some spearmen over here. Lasonic Axemen, do what you do, and let's get the cavalry out of dodge.
If we continue like this, good tidings.
Ooh!
The general lies dead.
Felled by a trebuchet. And right as we start charging into their infantry, which is of course a lovely bit of timing. Axe Guard, how do they hold up? Ooh, they lost about 10. It's not great, but what are you gonna do? They're elves. Let's just shoot everything we have ranged wise at their archers. Gondor cavalry, woodland spearmen. Okay, we need to do something about the spearmen though. Ha! Your one just casually felled and mighty as you were as he moved away. Axe Guard. Yorthon, you can take care of those. Gate Guard, let's avoid those for the time being. Because they have anti-cavalry capability. What's happening here? Woodland Warriors doing the thing. Quite an annoying thing, but we can sum up with some infantry. It's fine. Spearmen, let's get rid of those. Whew, Yolton, you need to get out of that. That is toxic. Go and hit the ballista instead. Oh goodness, you lost a lot. That's not great. That's what the gate guard will bloomin' do. Yeah, we killed a few of them. That's nice. Just see what Lancers, what happened to you? Oh, you got charged by those bloody axemen. We can't be in it everywhere at once, and those elves are so fast that it just speeds up everything in the battle. Let's start sending some infantry pressure onto the archers. You know what? First of all, break their woodland warriors. And what do we have over here? Elder Council charging our cavalry. No, thank you. Royal Swan Guard doing your thing. Mowing down their ballista crew. Wonderful. Okay. We've got interesting situations over here. I'll say that much. If we can isolate the gate guard, we might be able to make a dent in them. But it's gonna take some doing. They're charging blindly. Okay, Yorthon, how are you doing? You're doing just fine, actually. But there are some axemen coming for you, so let's avoid those. Woodland Spearmen, fine. The gate guard are absolutely taking a beating, but it is also not coming without losses. That's a catapult crew. Yorthon, that's your cue. Oh no. Oh, you're trying to move through those. I suppose that's all you can do now, but goodness gracious. I didn't see those. Oh, the limitations of human perspective. And the cavalry actually quashed their gate guards, which is great. Gondor cavalry, how are you doing over here? You're doing fine. So fine, in fact. I'm going to send you against some scouts. 75% of them gone. These are good numbers against the elves on pretty much any day of the week. Especially today. Your thought? Hey. Didn't I tell you not to fire? Thank you. Nice. The cavalry is fleeing. Yorthon, you'll just have to sit this one out from now on. But nice. We've got some routing going. We can keep up the pressure a bit. Ooh, yes, they flee as well. Rangers, you don't need to shoot anymore. It's fine. It is now only a matter of time before their entire army is gone. But, we still have some spearmen over there. Okay. What to do? Well, Boromir, run over there and give them a beating. Cavalry, run away from them. But Gondor cavalry, Thranduil over there. Let's give him a little bit of a shock. Spearmen, you're in the area. Yeah, target those spearmen too, please. And of course, the spearmen are trying to converge and do some damage to our cavalry. Though this will only pull them further in, and we might actually have a chance to break them outright. Come on, that should... Yes, it does. Whew. A bloody battle, but an important one.
Be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Whew. And we healed a few percent. That's good. Good. The Sonic Axeman taking the cake on this one. Penethgalen Cavalry recovering them. No, not those. Ithilien Rangers and the Archers recover more troops. That's interesting. I was not expecting that. Usually cavalry will be the first to recover because they have a lot of charge and retreats, and so the enemy will just capture some of them as they go by rather than kill them outright. At least that's how I think the game treats it. Which results in, especially with cycle charging, a lot of recovered troops after a one battle. Naturally, in this case, that we saw some of that, but the fact that we saw even more archers recovering, I think it is interesting. Maybe there's some mechanic about arrows and how they cause certain severities of casualty. Yeah, it's more conducive to a recovered rather than a fully dead enemy. Soldier. Okay, so we have some Penethgalen Cavalry that can go somewhere else for retraining. I think we should get the Knights of the Silver Swan to come by.
Protect the blood of Numenor.
And then just generally... Nah, let's get Duelath over there. That this one Pinnacle cavalry, well, came over there was actually a bit of a mistake. But yeah, we will now be able to punch a bit further.
I will only address you in battle. Captain of Gondor.
Captain of Gondor.
Come and get me, you coward.
The Knights of the Silver Swan will be a fantastic addition.
It will be an honor defeating you.
These archers at Esgaroth are not going to be able to do much. Oh, we don't even have an armory as far as I can see.
Come and get me, you coward.
Yeah, we will need to defend against this Dalian army in order to win with great numbers.
I will only address you in battle, my lord. Protect the blood of Numenor.
My lord.
Captain of Gondor. Protect the blood of Numenor.
Ooh, it looks like Dorwinion wants to move through our territory to get at Dale. It's quite a trip they are taking there.
Ready your weapons.
But I agree, that would be nice.
Numenor.
Give it a go, give it a go. You never know what wonders might befall you. Enethar, I'm thinking
Assail the enemy's
maybe we should take Evan the Fern, because this will box in the elves quite severely. If we could take that, that would be awesome.
Captain of Gondor.
Hello, Trondbert. Coming back for your lands.
By your command. I respect you, my enemy. Let us settle matters on the field of battle. Protect the blood of Numenor.
Phalon, Conqueror of Isengard. You need to go somewhere. You need to go into the direction of Gund, and you need to take on Elrahir the Mighty.
Marchmen. Orders. Yes. Join in
And with some siege, we will definitely be able to do them some real damage. What else have we got cooking?
maintain order.
Well, I guess all we need to do now is move some diplomats
Without
to make sure that they get where they need to go. We have made treaties with the Winions, so that's fine, that's cool. Maybe we should see if we could somehow peace out with the
I
elves
cannot do that.
once Esgaroth is no longer under siege.
Defeating you.
Yes, my lord.
And then, of course,
Approaching
there are the
victory.
bloomin' high elves.
Stopping here.
And the massive military machine that is rushing over us right now. Okay.
Ships ready. At your service.
We'll be okay. We'll be okay. I guess. I hope. Maybe. Maybe a little bit okay. Yeah, we are basically at an end turn.
Your will, my lord.
A few troops moving here and there.
As you wish. Be ordered.
Nothing substantial. Training, moving, retraining. It is all in a day's work.
By your command. Mark how many
For Empire repair, man.
protect the blood of Numenor. Ready your weapons.
Talathang, you need to build something. You already have. I can see. Let's build even more. Military buildings, all that stuff.
Onward. Quell this evil.
Angborn, can you auto-resolve against these? Oh, goodness gracious, he can't. That is
Your will, my lord.
not great.
My lord. Your will, my lord.
Well, well. Life will find a way.
Orders.
Naburka, you can get some troops, so get some troops. So that Admiral Himion can ferry them across.
Your will, my lord.
Winternior, can you train? I don't think you can retrain rangers. No, you can't. No.
By your command.
I guess nowhere around here really can.
Captain of Gondor.
These Ascilius veterans need retraining, so we will send them to Ascilius.
Yes.
That seems very, very logical indeed.
Protect
And so this is basically where we shall end today's little foray.
Captain of Gondor. Ready your
So yeah, I'm sorry that part of the progress of this campaign was lost, but this is where we are.
your command.
And we are in a good position to hopefully cut this war
I will only address
short. Although it has of course just been made a little bit longer by the bloody wood elves.
Be gone.
The blimmin' elves of the woodland realm. Goodness.
Let us
How they annoy me.
field of battle. I respect you, my enemy.
But we shall see what happens.
Orders.
Hopefully we can get around them in the places where it matters most.
Your will.
And if we can do that,
As you wish.
well then we have a strong hand to play.
Awaiting your command.
Our generals are marching, our armies gathering, poised to do great work. Oh, speaking of great work. Shall we? I think we shall. Send you guys over there. Send these to Kirthior for retraining whenever we can. And then
Ready your weapons.
Denethor will move upon the enemy.
Captain of Gondor.
And let's stand him here on the slope. If Elra here wants to play, let him play on our terms. deeply unfavorable terms. That's what we will try to do. Keep those elves on the edge of their seats. But for now, that's how this episode shall conclude, with a little bit of troop movements. Important for episodes to come. I hope you have a lovely time. I hope you're enjoying this final stretch of the Gondorian race to Erebor, so that we can truly say that our kingdom spans the entirety of Middle-earth. But until that time, I wish you a lovely time. Captain Total Waffle, considerably out.